Maternal bias. What is it, and is it affecting your ability to advance your career? Well, that's what we're going to be covering today. Hi, my name is Mary Jervich, and I'm the founder of My Promotion Plan, a company that helps women go from passed over to promoted. I love coaching and working with women across the country so they can double their income and live their dream lives through their dream career. Today, we're going to be talking about maternal bias. All right, let's dive on in. So what is maternal bias? Well, first, real quick update on bias, just in case you haven't heard this. Bias is an unconscious decision that we make, one that we make subconsciously. What that means is that we're not consciously thinking and making this decision rationally, right? We're doing it without even thinking. It's just like when you get up in the morning. When you get up in the morning, you just stand up out of bed. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to think about brushing your teeth. You don't have to think about tying your shoe. All of these things are done subconsciously. Well, the same thing happens with other decisions that we make in life. We make unconscious decisions a lot. And maternal bias is an unconscious decision that people are making in the workplace. And men and women make these decisions alike. What is maternal bias? Well, maternal bias is whenever somebody is unfavorably, a decision is made because of their maternal status. But here's what we know about maternal bias, is that maternal bias actually starts affecting women whenever they just become engaged. You don't even have to be married, just getting engaged. You will start to see the effects of maternal bias in your career. What happens is when we're facing maternal bias, people are not approaching us for advancement, not suggesting advancement, or having these advancement conversations with us because they have this subconscious belief that that's not what we're going to want for our families, because we're going to want to just start a family and we're just going to want to have a steady career. Or maybe sometimes people don't give us a raise or a promotion because we're getting ready to have a baby and they don't think that we're going to be coming back from work. So maternal bias can affect us in a lot of ways. It shows up in a lot of ways. But here's the thing. People generally don't have an understanding that they have maternal bias. Maternal bias is one of those unique ones because once you know about maternal bias, you can actually make a different decision. You can say, hey, if there's a job opening, I'm going to email this out to everybody and tell them they should apply. Or you know what, if there's a woman, I'm going to go over to her and tell her she should apply for this, because not everybody is likely to do that. And so we can actually help others in the workplace by encouraging them if they are married, if they have children, or if they're even engaged. And this will help us. So why this really matters is because if your boss is not thinking of you for advancement and you're really wanting to get noticed for advancement because you think that would be really meaningful, nearly 40% of Americans do not want to approach their boss for advancement. But the truth is if you are engaged, married, or a mom, especially a mom, then you actually need to approach your boss for advancement because they likely are not going to approach you because of those things. And this isn't a conscious decision that they're making. They're not saying, well, she's not going to be good at this because she's a mom. They're just thinking like subconsciously, well, she wants to take care of her family. She's happy. She does an amazing job. I'm just going to let her be because I don't want her to go anywhere. So especially if you're really high performing, it's important that you actually put yourself out there. And this just looks like having a conversation with your boss and just saying, hey, I really am looking to advance my career. I would like to have a career track and, doing some career planning and thinking into the future. Now, I teach My Promotion Plan system. It's a 7-step system that I teach. And part of that is what we call a career advancement journey, where I have you look and think into the next 5 positions that you want. And you think about what are the skills that you need to have. What's the training that you need to do? And you set up your own track. So you could create that and you could take that in to talk to your boss about how you would like to advance your career. But it's important for you to drive this conversation and for you to start this conversation, because if you're waiting for your boss to notice you, often they're not going to. The other thing that happens is, unfortunately, when women have children, they're often seen as less capable. It's absolutely not true. And the opposite thing happens for men. They're actually seen as more responsible and more capable. This is why it's really important for you to advocate for yourself in your career and to keep a track of your personal accomplishments. You may need to show, in order for you to advance, hey, here's my accomplishments and here's where I want to go in the future. So maternal bias affects us. It does. It just does. It affects us as women and it affects us in a positive way as men, but it absolutely affects us. And it could be the thing that is causing you to not be selected for advancement. And I wouldn't want that to happen to you. So if you would like to learn more about this bias and other biases that might be affecting you and what you can do about it, you can head on over to my website, maryjervich.com. I have a free masterclass there for you. Why earning a promotion feels so dang hard and what you can do instead. You will learn the other biases that are affecting you, and you will learn my 7-step system so you can experience the same results as women across the country. So that's just maryjervich.com to go ahead and watch that masterclass. And yeah, if you love this video, be sure to subscribe so you can get notifications when the other ones come up. And I'd love for you to share it or comment on it what your takeaways were. Alrighty, have a great day, and remember, you're only one plan away from your next promotion, and God, well, He's not done with you.